will be going live in T-minus 5 minutes. T-minus 5 minutes. Please hit the like button while you're waiting. What is up, party people? How are we doing this fine Tuesday night? Hope you guys had a great holiday season. I'm glad it's all over with. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you guys are starting the new year off right. Kicking it off. Don't be those people that make New Year's resolutions and you just make them to make them. I have a guest tonight that is going to pop in here at some time. But yeah, man, I hope all you guys are doing good. Finally starting to get back into the thick of things. I like to always take off during the holidays. Just the way that I work. And actually, before I do that, I want to make sure I say happy to everybody. I want to say happy to everybody. I want to say hello to everybody. What up, Tersh? Let me scroll through these comments. Gary, what's up, main man? Miss Jessica, how are you? Derek Kenny, what's up, buddy? Chris, HVRC Videos, what's up, brother? Corey, what's up, my man? Miss Susie, how are you, Miss Susie? Tommy, what's up, Bang Bang Niner Gang? Let's see, we got in here. Josh Morris, what's up, brother? Alexander, glad you're doing okay, buddy. Be careful over there, man. Little bro Isaiah, what's up, buddy boy? Thomas Hernandez, what's up, man? I don't remember seeing you before, so thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here, bud. Let's see. Adam, hello, Adam. Long time no see. Said hello to Tersh. And that is the bottom of them. Oh, what I was going to say is normally I'm always so busy between work and doing stuff with this that around the holidays, I like to just slow down, man. Take those 2 weeks off. Plus, the podcast is on Tuesday. What's up, Dallas? The live stream is on a Tuesday night, which would have been Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So that wasn't happening. And then we record the podcast, normally me and Kelly, on Wednesday nights. So that would have been Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So we just decided to take a break like we did last year. But like I said, man, I hope you guys' holidays were good. There's a lot of changes going to be happening with the YouTube channel. This is going to stay, but as far as content, like one of my goals this year, Craig, what's up, buddy? Is to put consistent videos out on this channel. So you guys will be seeing a lot more content coming on this YouTube channel. I promise you that. And I know I've been saying that forever, but it really, really will be coming out. Yeah, it's cool. I'll take the most wrenches. Need all the help we can get. I'm planning ahead. I hope that these streams are, 200-300 people one day. Not quite there yet, but we'll get there one day. You know, you got to dream big. Sorry, that was my owner texting me. I need to answer him real fast. I get sidetracked too goddamn fast. But yeah, what I was saying is the YouTube channel is going to be my focus. The podcast now is, we have some changes coming with the podcast. But the podcast is kind of on autopilot as far as production and stuff like that. There's some changes coming, but that's kind of more stable. So, what up, Bill? Hey, Bill, I had a great day at school today. I took this test to N945. I answered questions 1 through 13. I did really, really good. Can you give me the answers to the rest of it? Hey, Bill, do you mind if I ask you like 15 questions in a row? And before you get to answer them, I'm going to keep asking questions. That is from... most of you on here already know because you were on the Overtime live stream, but I guess I'll say it anyway. A lot of you know that Chris from HVAC videos and Adam from HVAC Overtime, they have there's a Discord server that is out there that is for all of us. So most of you are in there. I don't know how to send a link and stuff like that. Chris is going to show me. But if it's something you're interested in, just put it in the comments and somebody can tell you how to get there. But yeah, we have a banging my head against the desk. But yeah, there's that Discord server that's just for HVAC. It's really neat. There's a bunch of different channels for each different YouTube channel, and then there's a general one. It's really, really neat. It's really taken off. People are going there. That thing's been blowing up like crazy. So my guest going to check his email, or... I know, Isaiah, I heard you got one, man. I talked to your mother the other day. That's awesome, buddy. Just make sure you're playing games. Don't be looking at, be watching dirty movies on that thing, all right? I don't know if you guys drink these things, but these Snapple apples are the shiznittlebam. They are good. I found these, my mom found these at a dollar store around here. She bought me a shitload of them. They're very good. I love them. That's if my son doesn't drink them all. Little bastard. What up, Aaron? So what's up, man? Throw some topics, man. What do you guys want to talk about? Do you have any questions? Spanked your vision. We can do a Q&A. You guys can ask me questions. I know some guys wanted to ask me questions, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Hey, hold on, Adam. Let me put it on dual screen. Oh, let's see. That is not what I wanted to do. Let's delete this one. Why is it not coming? Hold on, Adam. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to get, why is Adam not coming up on the screen over here? This should be a dual screen. In and out, social media. Huh. Sorry, people. We're having some technical difficulties, but he is not popping up here for some reason. And I don't know why. Can you guys let me know? Can you guys see Adam on the screen right now? Can you hear me, Adam? Oh, yeah.
Hello.
There you are. I forgot. I had to unmute the USB channel, the one that goes click, click, click.
Are you doing? I think you have to do a screen capture. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, see, now it's going to start doing that click, click, click. So you're going to have to deal with that tonight, people. I don't know why it does that.
OBS?
No, this isn't Ecamm, and normally this is really, really, really easy. So I don't know why. Let's see, scene. Do. No, I don't want that.
Yards.
Yeah,
Now you're muted.
I muted.
Now I could hear you.
Oh, I don't know why you couldn't hear me.
Sorry, I'm watching the YouTube video, and it's not the live stream. I'm not used to that.
Oh.
So it's like you're talking, but you're not talking.
Yeah. Yeah, that goddamn click, it always happens only on the live streams for some reason. I don't know why it does that.
I think it might be is it the comments?
Ooh, that was different. Oh my god.
Should I just? Can they hear me?
Yeah, they should be able to hear you. That's not a problem.
Talking guest.
No, it's fine. We'll figure it out. I got it here in a second.
If they could see me, I might be turning viewers away.
You're probably right. God damn it, Adam. If I have to, I'm just gonna it's just weird because I already had this set up already. That's what's so weird about it.
Oh.
There you go. They can see you a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do it as a let's see. Share screen.
Yeah, Joe.
What did Joe say?
Do you know what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
I can see myself very tiny at the top of your screen.
You can see yourself, yeah, and then it's gonna be it should be going back and forth to whoever talks is who should be popping up. I'm just waiting for it to change on the YouTube screen. Let's see what happens here. This is weird. I would have came in and set this all up before, but it was already. I just did a system update before this because this was already set up from the last time that I had Gene Slade on. It says you were there, and now this says they can't see you. Let's see.
The tiny blue pill, Chris.
All right, hold on.
Isaiah is starting a $40 million project.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
All right, So now this is when my screen pops up. Should be able to make. Yeah, I don't know. What the flying?
I could be a talking guest.
Yeah, I guess that's the way it's going to have to be because I don't know what's going on with this. Alrighty, that was enough. It is painful to watch. Jesus Christ, man. This is, I don't know why that's been set up for like forever ago.
That's like one of those infinity mirrors.
Yeah. All right. So we're just going to stay here, and I guess you're going to have to just listen to Adam. Yeah, that kind of blew.
Sorry.
Let's see if they can. I don't understand because all the options are.
Are you a sponsor, or is Better Air a sponsor of you now?
Yeah. So I'm an authorized dealer, plus they're a sponsor.
So you sell to anyone?
No, I can sell it to anyone, but not anyone can buy them from us.
So you buy direct from them, and you're working as a distributor.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting. We need to talk about this.
I'm telling you, man, it's really, really, really good.
I'd like to get information on a ducted model. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we can do that.
It's all about the residuals when you're selling the juice, you know?
Yeah. Start screen and show dual. Sorry, man, we keep talking. This just kind of pisses me off that I can't have you in here where it says dual, but it's not showing my screen from you. Yeah, I'm just going to give up. So you guys can hear Adam, right? You just can't see him. So we're just going to have to go with that.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to go with you guys hearing him and not being able to see him. I apologize. Yeah, Better Air is awesome. So any of you guys out there, my calendar's out of date. Don't you worry about my goddamn calendar. Yeah, I haven't got a new one from Carrier yet, so I'm living in the past, baby. Living in the past. Yeah, but I don't want to talk about IAQ the whole time, but a lot of people are it's always been UV lights. We got to have UV lights. That's what's going to clean the air in my house. It's the only way to do it. But there's different ways to do it. There's different ways now. And this new Better Air that is a probiotic that blows through your ductwork, and it's the same kind of stuff that's in your yogurt, like Activia, just on like a stronger scale. I have one in my house that does my whole home, man, and this thing is really, really, really legit. Craig Egan said his wife is upset she can't see Adam.
You need a funnel to fill it up with the juice?
No, you just buy a new bottle and just put it on there. I forget. The bottles say how long they last. They last like different amounts of time. But
hey, are you, being that you are a dealer now, can you sell anywhere in the country?
Yes.
I'll give it a try. Put me down for a couple.
All right, that's cool. I'll send you some like literature on it so you can look at some different some different ones. Like I'll tell you the ones that are the kind of ones you would want to stock, the ones you would sell to most of your customers.
Right.
Let's see. Familia Sanchez, what do you use to do heat load calculations?
You use the Carrier app.
Yeah, you can use the Carrier app. We have a software on our computer that I don't even know what it's called, to be honest.
Right soft.
That might even be it, to be honest. And I've just gotten so used to it. It's just kind of bang, bang, bang. But I'll be honest, and I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit people. I don't do a load calculation on every job. It's especially if there's somebody who's happy with the size that's been in the size system, that it's just like a swap out. They've been happy with everything and nothing looks alarming to me. Like when I've been doing this long enough, when I look at the house and I see the size of the equipment, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Sometimes Familia, not always. Because sometimes rules of thumbs can get you in trouble. Sorry, Adam. Go ahead.
I was interrupting you. I apologize, but a lot of times we end up downsizing equipment.
Yeah.
Like quite a bit actually.
Yes.
And the thing is, I think the longer you do it, the more you realize how much you can downsize it. Because I think if I rewound 10 years ago, if you're looking at a system, I'd be like, yeah, I'd put that same system back in. And now I look at it, I'm like, take it down a half ton or take it down a full ton, 20,000 BTUs. What can we do on this? Can we say 20? Do we have 40,000?
Yeah. It seems like when in doubt, oversize it. So many people do that. It's so many things oversized. And a really big one here is, and I know sizing electric heat packages is different based on what part of the country you're in. Because I know people down south, they either don't use it or it's very low compared to people up north. What's up, Air Repair? How you doing, Mr. Gary? But I see people here that just oversize the shit out of it, and then people are like, oh, well, this new system's not as efficient as I thought it was going to be. It was like, yeah, because you got a 2-ton system with a fucking 20 kW heat strips. Like, no wonder. Like, that's crazy. You don't need that. It gets cold here, but not consistently. It does get cold here, but not like you guys get cold and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't need to be that crazy.
You want an easy way to figure out how closely it's sized, equipment is sized. If you're doing maintenance on a house and you're close to the design temperature of the equipment, see how long it runs to drop a degree. Does it cycle after 5 minutes? Does it actually gain some runtime? Because it should not be starting up and shutting down. That should be running 24/7 if you're at design, while maintaining temperature, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. That is right. Sorry, this is still pissing me off that people can't see you. Really, really bothering me.
Rookie wants to know about your swag.
Actually, I gotta put the Rookie, I gotta put my website up, man. I with the holidays I said fuck it and forgot. But your stuff, I'll take care of you now that the holidays are gone and get. Aren't you the one that said you want a Nike hat? Make sure I didn't mix that up. Isn't that you?
Should I talk Joe?
Yeah.
He says I'm quiet. I'm going to talk in my mic a little bit closer.
No, it wasn't you. I had to turn the USB channel up on this a little bit. It's weird, dude. I use this mixer a million times, and the only time it ever makes that click sound is when I do live streams. So it's kind of weird.
I would say ask Chris, but he'd never. He had somebody on. He had people on one Monday. He had that one 10-year-old kid that came on.
Yeah, well, this is normally.
Do you think it could be like because you have the comments going across the screen?
Normally it doesn't matter, but let's see here, video. Yeah, because mirror my video, blah 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 blah. Turn my video. Yeah, because I did that one where I had Gene Sladen and it was perfect. Didn't have any issues. Ah, you know what? I think I brought him in through Skype. I didn't bring him in through Zoom. But
See,
yeah, because that's before I knew. But that's before I knew that Zoom communicated or whatever with Ecamm. But it shouldn't. It shouldn't matter though. To be honest, I don't think it really matters.
you like
Huh?
Stream. You should check out StreamYard. I don't think you can do all this fancy stuff on StreamYard though that you're doing.
Yeah, but this is actually really easy for what you can do. Like, if I would have known, I didn't come mess with this because I was like, oh, it's set up from the last time Gene was on there, so I'll just plug and play with Adam. If I'd have known it wasn't an issue, and came down here and messed with it a little bit, then, I don't think that's.
Black belt contracting.
Yeah, that's Aptora. That's one of the sponsors where Total Office Manager is the program that they invoicing solution that they use, and then Black Belt Contracting is like Facebook for contractors. That's the one I was telling you where it's just for like business owners. You can go in there and like put all your people, and it has like flat rate pricing that you can ask other business owners questions. You can share different things. Like they'll share their flat rate book. So maybe you have one and this guy shares his and you're like, whoa, that's way better than mine. You can just copy it and download it. It's free for everybody to use. It's kind of a neat, really, really neat platform. And it's free. The only time there's paid versions, but I mean, pretty much everything most people need is going to be on the free one. God, I hate when I can't do something. This fucking pisses me off.
It's all good.
Yeah, I know. People can hear you, but it's not the point. Then we got the clickety clack in here.
Black belt. So what's the shipping time on these IAQ juices?
It shouldn't be. Once I put the order in, I'm pretty sure it's like maybe a week or so, 2 weeks, something like that.
Direct ship?
Yeah. I just call it in and place the order, and then it goes right to you.
Man.
Thank you, Rookie. I appreciate that, buddy.
I don't see it on the Play Store. Black belt contracting. Black belt taekwondo comes up.
On the place. Well, it's not an app.
They said it was an app.
Oh, no, it's black. I said it's like Facebook. No, it's not an app though. So you would have to go to like literally log in to, the URL blackbeltcontracting.com.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. In and out.
All I need is something else to distract my life.
That's funny. Output.
But it says website's down.
Does it really?
All right, contracting.com. Website coming soon. Please check back. Maybe I don't know how to spell. I don't know.
That's not bueno.
I was wondering, have you heard of this company called Smith? It's like a lead service or whatever. Smith.
Doesn't sound familiar.
They send me. It's kind of like you have first priority to this lead. Do you want it? And you have to buy credits. I've never bought credits, and they text me like 8 times a day. Press 1 if you want this lead. First priority.
Oh shit, no. Whoops.
The website works for Justin. Interesting. Maybe I don't know how to spell.
Thank you, Justin. He just you gotta take it slow with Adam.
Belt contracting.com. It says the same thing. Website coming soon. How do you spell contracting? I'm doing a proofread here. What happened to your camera? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, I was trying to click on something. I hurried up and clicked back because this just really, really, really pisses me off.
The funny thing is, he says it sounds like Home Advisor. Home Advisor, whenever I would call people from Home Advisor, they'd be like, yeah, my phone keeps ringing. Like 8 people have called me on this already. It's like, oh, they're only supposed to give it to, what do they say, 3 or 4 or 5? I don't remember what they said.
Yeah, Home Advisor's bullshit. Oh, is it called Quality Smith? That's what Rennie said.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I spelled contract. Maybe it doesn't like my phone. Contract. As long as Susie's right, she spells it like me.
I know we have to have the tick because he's here, and you guys won't be able. I won't be able to hear his audio without it.
If it's irritating you guys, think of it this way: just pretend like you're playing ping pong. Every so often, we'll give each other high fives.
That's funny. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to try to have a guest, somebody with me every week, so it's not always just me. There's some kind of conversation and not me just staring at the camera like a fucking dipshit. So Adam was cool enough to come on this week. I'll probably have some more overtime guys. I'll ask a bunch of different guys to have them come on here. I just think that'll be cooler to have different conversations than.
I don't think John Israel's doing much lately.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'll have him on. He's not going to want to answer my questions.
He never answers me.
Yeah. I don't want to get into the topic with him because I don't really want that. But I will say that man has got some huge fucking cojones on him. The fact that he sent that or shared that link for another GoFundMe. And I know it's for that little girl, and I hope that little girl gets whatever she needs. John was better off staying out of that. I think he did more harm than good. But I hope that little girl gets everything she needs and whatever health procedure paid for. But when I saw that, I was kind of dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Pong. I used to love that game. What's the topic?
It's a topic of what? This week?
Yeah, this week's topic is...
What do you want to talk about?
Not having the live stream set up properly.
Good news is your next guest, somebody a little bit better looking than me, will be able to show up on screen.
Well, damn, the rest of your overtime guys are out. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. I got to make sure that whenever Bill comes on that we get that luscious beard on camera. Or
you got to tell him to start using like a camera, like turn his camera 90 degrees so you can get the full length of the beard.
Yeah, can't be straight on. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you.
I'm slow. You know what? I just had a meeting today about selling Carrier, and they have this dude that he's like a Michael Jordan of HVAC companies that works there. And they offer him, when you sign on, as a business coach. And he'll come in, a couple hours a week and work with you to grow your business. And he's not one of these guys that just like, hey, this is what works, blah, blah, blah. He had a huge company in Chicago that he grew. And then he sold off to the gas company. So it's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool. We are kind of slow. Service is it's snowing in Baltimore now, so this is good because this will give us like another 2 weeks worth of work. It's definitely slower. Installs have been pretty good. I sold it was a $74,000 apartment complex job. It's like like 8 systems, like residential style in these apartments, 2 mini splits, a little bit of ductwork. So that's enough. I sold a job to my brother-in-law. He built a big ass addition on his house. So we're running the ductwork and putting the system in for that. So that keeps some people busy. And then I've been out selling little jobs here and there. So it's been enough to get guys hours. Plus, the owner of my company, like, he buys like houses and flips them or rents them, and he just bought a condo. So some of our younger guys who are kind of like bottom of the totem pole. So when hours get low, it's like, hey buddy, you're fucked. He's been letting them go over there and do dumb shit at his condo, letting them paint or something like that. But he still pays them. We still pay them their hourly wage. One guy was bitching about it. He was like, man, I want to do like HVAC stuff. I'm like, dude, you're making $27 an hour to fucking sweep the floor and paint. Like, shut up. Either do that or go home. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Right. So, I mean, the temperatures are kind of abnormal, right? It's like a little abnormally warm right now.
Well, yeah, it's weird because it's snowing right now, but the end of the week, like here, like Saturday, the Ravens play. I'll be at the Ravens game. It's a high of 67, a low of 60. Like, how the hell does it do that? Like, the weather here is goofy, and it gets worse every year. It's like, what the fuck?
Global warming. Global warming is not only warming, it's the extreme temperature change. It's the abnormally, what's the word I'm looking for? Anomalies?
Anomaly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? And I do look. I gotta try to find it and I'll share it. But there was a guy who, apparently, he was like an advisor to a president or something like that, and he had some good arguments. And he said that global warming is a crock of shit, like the melting of the polar ice caps. And he was able to combat all of them. I'm not saying I believe him, but he just, some of the things he said made you think.
Yeah, but there's a lot of scientists out there that are saying we better watch our crap. And, you know, actually I was watching, I don't know if any of you guys watch or listen to Joe Rogan at all.
Oh, yeah.
But Elon Musk was on there, and he basically said, this is like the craziest science experiment we've ever had, pumping millions and millions and millions of pounds of I don't know, coal or whatever. I don't remember what the terminology is. Is it coal? No. What is it? What's the product of gasoline when you burn it? Not just carbon dioxide. It's something. But anyways, he's like, we're gonna put that in our air, and we're gonna see what happens with it. He's like, something's not gonna be right. You know, it's not gonna work out well. So I don't know. There's a lot of smart people that say otherwise. And if you notice, a lot of the people that say global warming is crap, they're not like scientists. I mean, I don't really believe either way. I'm just saying to be devil's advocate.
Yeah. Well, I think when shit goes bad, it's going to be long after our lifetime and our children's lifetime, and
right.
Before it gets real. Well, at least I hope so.
These guys are saying this is a scam. This dude is a scam.
Who?
The dude from Carrier.
Who's the guy from Carrier?
When I was talking about the like the business coach.
Oh.
I mean, it's the same kind of program that Train by Me offers. If you want to be a train comfort specialist, you got to spend money to be involved with the program. You know, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to be involved with it, but you don't get the benefits either. You don't get the rebates. Blah blah blah. There's a whole list of crap.
Yeah, it would be cool if like my state turned into Florida. I would like global warming if that happened. Start getting palm trees in Maryland.
Yeah, but the problem was when people put freaking nuclear power plants right next to the ocean, and then you get a tsunami. You know, and then all of a sudden they've been telling you your whole life it's safe and healthy to eat fish, and now all fish has
too much mercury.
No, more than mercury. It's like they're like radioactive. If you buy from the ocean, it's not good. Like there's like a map of where the radiation from Japan is coming off, or the radioactive waste or whatever they call it. and it's huge. It's like touching California, you know.
Well, that's like years ago when they said, don't eat red meat. Now it's like, eat red meat. Don't eat red meat. Like, I just feel like I don't know, man. I just, like, what gets me, like, I know they're bringing out electric cars, but if they really thought that we were fucking up our planet, obviously our governments know things they're never going to tell us. And if anybody doesn't believe that, then you're a naive fucking idiot. But, like, let's say emissions. Somebody brought up emissions. That is the biggest fucking joke in the world. New cars that are supposed to be emissions friendly. I know this is not HVAC related, but oh well, you guys will fucking wait. They're the ones that got to get checked every year. But if you got some old ass car who's not good, that's not good, they're historical. They don't got to be checked. Like, right. You know what I mean? Like, things just don't add up. If this stuff is so bad and they have all this data, then why do we still do a bunch of things that just don't make sense?
But here's a little conspiracy theory deal for you, which I don't know which way I believe or, trust on. But, when you see those planes like real high up in the air and they have the streak, the smoke behind it, they call that again. There's a name for it, but it's like there's like this whole big thing that they feel like they're doing weather modification with it. And like, if you read into it, you start reading more and more, because like, if you watch these planes it would be like a perfectly blue day. And one of those planes to go by with like a streak of smoke coming out the back. And then it keeps expanding more and more. And all of a sudden, there's like a haze over the sky. So there's these people that believe that eventually the governments are going to be able to really control the weather, and they're going to be able to like send tsunamis to other countries, and it's going to be like a weather warfare.
What?
Yeah. Read it. I'm telling you, it's crazy, dude. You got just read it and you're like, damn, this might be true. It's crazy.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. Chemtrails. That's what it's called. Chemtrails.
Yeah. I don't know. So I think from now on, when I do guest on here, I'm going to have to do it through Skype. Because I have this big thing that says add Skype guest. But,
well, any other conspiracy theories you want to touch on tonight?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, today was conspiracy theory. Sorry, it wasn't really HVAC related, but it's for HVAC technicians. We're giving you a break from the work that we do every day, and we talk about total useless shit that you don't use in your job.
But we could try to think of like conspiracy theories about HVAC.
Yeah, that would be good. Bring back R22.
Yeah.
Best refrigerant ever.
I want to know what everyone's going to be charging next year. If the price keeps dropping, is everyone going to drop their price? You're going to keep it high to try to discourage people from refilling.
Matt Mitchell, just eat Tide Pods. Dumbass. Jeff, you should have. I put stickers in all of them, man. Are you sure there wasn't in there? If they weren't, I'll send you some. But yeah, I put a bunch of stickers. They weren't the good ones, but they should have looked like this. The ones that I don't like. But I'm pretty sure I put some in all of them, man. If I didn't, my new ones will be here tomorrow. I'll send you some of them, bud.
Bill says static pressure is fake.
Here's a conspiracy. Carriers are good units. Hey, just because you can't fix them, rookie, doesn't mean they're bad units.
Here's a good one. Carrier likes to put a pitch on their secondary heat exchangers.
See, the sad part is Carrier, yes, their 58 series equipment secondary heat exchangers was very, very, very bad. But not all of their secondary, not all of their secondaries are bad. So it's not Carrier as a whole, because
other stuff. And I'll tell you what, you want to know what causes it. If you have one that's fairly like newer, I don't know what the age bracket would be, 2012 or something, when they stopped, having crappy heat exchangers. Look at the pitch of the furnace. Okay, put a level on the furnace, and a lot of times you'll see it's either perfectly level front to back, or it's slightly back pitched. It's the front of the furnace is high. And those are the furnaces that you see the heat exchangers go bad the worst.
Yep, I agree 100%. And they're also, people don't set the gas pressure up properly. Like, everybody thinks that when you put in a brand new furnace, you don't got to set the gas pressure, like it's okay. They do not check gas pressure. They don't set that valve in the factory. They're not hooking gas up to it and setting it. And even if they did, when they take it off and put it back, you still got to reset it. They're hooking up, they're jumping power to it, and they're jumping the motors to make sure that they run. So you need to set up what?
I know Train fires their furnaces, but here's the thing. There's a certain amount of gas content in different areas of the country, depending on where you're getting it from, right? So there's a different amount of BTUs and different amount volume of gas. Okay. And that's why I had an argument actually with Train about when doing more and more combustion testing. And I'm like, hey, man, these numbers are off. So what can I do about it? Are you cool with me turning up the gas pressure? No, you need to leave it at 3.5 inches and 1.6 for first stage. Well, my combustion's off. Well, that doesn't matter. Train says it needs to be at 3.5 inches no matter what it's outputting BTU wise or anything as far as combustion. I'm like, come on.
See, that's weird, because here in Maryland, because of our gas density, they want us at 3.2.
Really?
Yeah. We set all of ours at 3.2.
Yeah, you know what? And I watched that video, I think of, was it Bergman or Raridan or one of them, showing how to drill orifices and size for when you're drilling the orifices. And they made a huge point. Don't you ever touch an orifice. Don't you ever touch an orifice. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I've heard of that too. I mean, normally the only time that you should have to change the orifices if you're converting to propane. I mean, and then they give you all the different sizes.
I mean, definitely don't recommend anyone that doesn't know what they're doing to drill an orifice, period.
Yeah.
And number two, you could virtually, I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't believe I'm wrong. You could virtually do the same thing of drilling an orifice by turning up over firing your gas, the furnace, clock your meter. What is the output of your furnace supposed to be? If it's 100,000 BTU furnace, 80%, what should you be outputting? It's not rocket science, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's too many. Not enough people clock the meter. It's, what do they say? 1090 BTUs per cubic foot for natural gas.
It depends on where you're at, though.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it depends. Look it up. Throughout the country, it's different. It's not the same everywhere.
Yeah, I remember. I think I said this before. I remember hearing one time that they what was it, up in like Minnesota and those areas where they put a little bit of propane in the natural gas just to make it burn hotter or something like that, or the way they make it burn. I don't know how true it is. Somebody told me that one time, and I was like, oh, okay.
I don't know. Clock, is that a Canada thing? No, clock the meter. Oh, he probably spelled it wrong. Yeah, Joe's a freaking... Canada knows best, but they don't know how to spell, I'll tell you that. Are you still there, Gil?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, every time I get a moment, the thing that they still can't see on screen still pisses me off. I try not to think about it, but I keep wandering every time.
I didn't bash Carrier. I honestly think the only thing Carrier really did wrong is they did not put a natural pitch on their secondary heat exchanger.
No, I agree with the 100%. I mean, I'm a Carrier guy, but I'm not gonna like lie. I mean, things are obvious. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's a flaw with every brand out there. I mean, there is. None of them are scot free.
Oh yeah.
Does Train tell you guys they fire off other furnaces? Because I find that hard to believe.
I I could ask Ted. It's been many, I don't know. It's been at least 10 years since I've been at the factory. But I'm pretty sure they do, man. I think they have like, if I remember correctly, they have like these big, like flexible hoses that they just put over the exhaust, and then they just clamp something onto the gas line. Here's the thing. The reason why I believe they fire. All right. You know, a lot of different manufacturers, when you fire a furnace, how the furnace stinks like shit in the house and it kind of smokes. Trains don't do that.
Well, that burns off like that because of the chemical they put on the heat exchanger for like shipping and, you know,
Right.
all that.
Why does Trains not do that? That's my question, because I think they burn it up. I don't know. Is that the chemical or is it oil? I've always heard it's oil.
Well, oil, yeah. It's the oil burning off. Yeah, not chemical. It's the oil burning off. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the last time that we installed a train, and we have done some recently, but I haven't been there, so I'm not sure. Steve Bennett says they don't smoke. Hey, there's some newer people in here I haven't seen. Like Steve Bennett, it's the first time I've seen you, man. So thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, bud. There was another name up here. I know Familia Sanchez. Thank you. I've seen you before. So thank you for coming in here, man. I appreciate it. Matt Mitchell, you can go fuck yourself. Nathan Peterson, what's up, buddy? It's Carrier as a whole.
Some of these places, they fire, like some of the plants I know, they fire like every whatever, third furnace or fifth furnace or 10th furnace or something like that.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then that means not all of them would. Then why do all of them not give off that smell?
No, I'm not saying I don't. I think Train fires every furnace. I think some manufacturers do like every. I've heard. I don't know if it was Amana. I don't remember. I was just talking to somebody about this maybe a month ago, and they said it's not every furnace. It's every whatever. I don't know.
Well, I'd be curious to know.
Maybe we should get somebody on here that knows what the hell they're talking about.
I will. I can try to. Says I just hate Carrier package units. Well, let me ask this. I want to ask this. When people say they hate something, Craig, what do you hate about Carrier package units? Let's do a little Q&A. Okay. What if you hate Carrier package units? What do you hate about them? Everybody post. What is your brand? What brand do you install? What is your go-to? If you had to pick one brand, it's this.
I did a heat exchanger on a. I don't remember the BTUs, but it was like a ton or something like that, Carrier heat package unit, and yeah, they have like 100 wires running straight across the heat exchanger from one side of the cabinet to the other. That you pretty much have to unwire the entire freaking thing and remember where the wires go and put it back together again.
For Carrier?
No,
I've never had to do that. I've changed.
I mean, it's probably maybe a 10 or 15-year-old unit, but I don't know. Awful.
Matt Mitchell said I call BS Train smoke, and he was an American Standard dealer.
Wouldn't though. I think the new Trains smoke, like the S9 series. I think those smoke. The clamshell, never smoked once. I call BS on calling BS.
And they smell when first fired off. I don't know. They're coming up fast now. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, people in the chat, don't worry about Streamlabs. I haven't went in there and messed with that thing. Sorry, Jessica. We'll see what he says. Harder to work on. Yeah, but they're harder. Why are they harder to work on though? Like, I don't know. I guess I've been doing them so long that they're very easy for me. So that's why I ask. I would just love to know, what people's issues are.
I've heard that about Train, though. A lot of people say that about Train. I don't like Train because it's hard to work on. I think it's whatever you're used to.
Exactly. I think it's familiarity.
Yes.
Couldn't say it right.
Says,
Familiar.
American Standard smoke. I've put in thousands myself personally, installed thousands of Train or American Standard furnaces. And I can't tell you about the new S series furnace. The other furnaces never smoked. Never. Not once. Never smelled anything.
What the hell is going on with this Streamlabs guy? I'm going to put the Streamlabs person in timeout. The Streamlabs guy deleted Chris's video and then put him in timeout for 300 seconds. It's a bot, but I just saw that and was like, what the hell? And then I just timed out Streamlabs. The old ones with the blower motor mounting on the bottom and the sideways condenser fan motors. Yeah, but we're talking, that is like older stuff, because now all the Carrier's blower motors, the screws, well, heat pumps are going to be on the side. Air handlers are just the two screws right there, the one screw for the ground wire, and then pull it out. But any furnace removing the blower is simple.
Sanchez says ductless mini splits are taking over the world. I call bullshit on that. They might be taking over the world, but they're not taking over the United States.
Yeah, I don't know about that. No, Steve Bennett, don't worry about it. That Streamlabs thing is a bot thing in here, and I gotta set it back. It's like way too aggressive, so don't worry about it. It's HVAC Uncensored. I don't give a shit what you say. I'm gonna change my name to Captain Fuck. Let's see, familiar, nothing.
I saw when he went to Mexico. Yeah, but that's Mexico. That's all Yamo works on. He says that's what he works on day in and day out, and he hates it because it's awful.
Yeah, well, you think like they're big in like Europe and places like that, because you got to think some of those buildings there are like thousands of years old, and they're not going to tear down a building that old to run ductwork, and you know what I mean? So that's why mini splits are everywhere.
I think another thing is, everything's bigger in Texas. Everything's bigger in America. Like I think a lot of the world lives in smaller houses. They don't need big systems.
Yep.
Maybe. I'm sure there's a lot of places that have huge houses, but I'm just saying.
Although I have seen a few people. You better watch it, rookie. I'm gonna mute you, goddammit. This guy had a big ass house, and he did them in all ductless Mitsubishi systems, and he did those like picture frame looking ones. I mean, he spent a shitload of money, but he said he liked having the to be able to like have the zones and to be able to have temperatures in different spots and all that kind of stuff.
Big house too, but my question is, I wonder what the longevity is of the each individual piece, each head unit, or the heat pump outside. I want to know, or the branch boxes. How long is that going to last? And if one of the head units goes bad, are they going to support that head unit? Are they going to have the exact same head unit 10 years from now? Or if that one small head unit goes bad, are you going to have to replace the entire system because of it?
Yeah, no, that's true. Because you figure you got more pieces, more moving parts, more shit to go wrong.
Yep. But those aren't fun. And that's another thing. There are always all these supply houses and distributors who are trying to sell you on how easy it is to install. They're not that easy to install. And maybe you install a single zone, that's no problem. But you get into like the 6, 7, 8 plus zones, good luck. You might as well run ductwork. It's a freaking pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Susie says there's big sausage in.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I was just reading that. Susie's crazy. I will give that to you. Changing reversing valves on carrier units suck because you got to bend over inside the unit. I do like how Train puts them on the side. The only thing you got to worry about the Trains with those aluminum spine fin coils, you got to make sure that you get that torch going the right way. You'll burn a hole in that fucking coil in a heartbeat. It had to happen like 3 weeks ago. One of my guys, he was like, Gil. I was like, what, man? He's like, oh, I messed up. I was like, ah, Jesus.
And they tell you can't braze anything with mini splits. That's another false. That's fake news. You could braze.
Oh,
you
yeah.
just have to use nitrogen. If you don't use nitrogen, I don't know. The world may melt. I don't know what will happen. Bad things will happen.
Yeah, no, they're fine. Like I've heard that if you put them in like a closed wall and stuff like that, it's better to braze them than have a flare joint.
Here's the thing. I did one 4 stories up. I did one actually like 15 stories up. That one was intense, hanging on the side of the building. But we did one like 4 stories up, and we had a lift, and we ran line hide all along the side of the building and then go up to the roof. And the flares, I think it was, I've never had a leaky flare. Never had a leaky flare, okay? And then we bought the line set from Goodman Supply.
Uh-huh.
I think it's the freaking line sets. That's all I could tell you, because I have a nice like yellow jacket flaring tool, and every flare, 100% of the flares that I made out of those line sets leaked. 100% of them. Never had one leak prior to that. 100% of them leaked. So I tried fixing one of them, and it leaked again. And I said, screw this, get my torch. I'm fixing this all right now. I'm brazing every one of these, and that's what I did.
Bill said he's gonna, instead of running duct work, he's gonna put 17 mini splits in his house. And then Chris told him, Bill, don't spread lies about your mini splits or I'll time you out. Matt Mitchell said he did an 8-zone in the house and it was pretty easy.
HVACR tech says you have to braze them in Chicago. We did a big Daikin VRV system, 2 10-ton units, and I can't remember how many zones there were, but there was a lot of copper lines there. And Chicago, we had air handlers. They wanted the connections at the air handler brazed. Well, I don't think at the time Daikin offered brazing connections to the air handler. So you could either cut off the flare connection, open it up where there's tons of electronics and try to braze into it, or we kind of faked through it and just left the thing flared, and that was it. And we brazed everything else.
That's funny. Hey, Josh Moore, what do you mean, buddy? What did you miss? These conversations have been going all over tonight, so.
What's the difference there? Angle. We can go back to conspiracy theory. You definitely don't want to install. I would not want to fly to Detroit and install mini splits. I have to actually work on one tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm like counting down the hours.
I'm not installing shit. Who's coming to HR? Yeah, who's going to HR? I will be there. I know Chris will be there.
What's the remote for?
One of my lights. I got remotes for all my lights.
So fancy.
Yeah. Be honest, dude, this is nice, and when I move, I think the studio is going to be nice, but if you don't use all this shit, then what the fuck does it matter? I mean, I felt like, and just to be honest, and it sucks, but it's true, I was in gear acquisition mode for a long time. You feel like if you get enough stuff, it's great, but if you don't use all that stuff, it's fucking useless. I mean, like, hold on, we're going to the furnace tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I used everything I have though. Although I did feel stupid when Zach's like, I'm gonna sell my good microphone and use my cheap microphone because it's all about what you say, not about your microphone. And I was like, damn, he just dropped the mic.
Yeah, but he also had other reasons for doing that. He obviously bought that for a reason. You know what I mean?
I was after he did that, I was thinking for Christmas, I'm gonna send him a new one. But then we had a pretty crappy winter so far.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on this NDI. One thing I did do to try to clean up. Let me see this.
Oh yeah, it's a different, like a whole different flaring too for mini splits versus Daikin. Like the VRV, 100% is a different flaring tool. They told us that like 100 times before we started doing anything with VRV. You need to use this flaring tool. You need to use this flaring tool. We're like, all right, settle down. We'll use your flaring tool. Calm down.
See if you can see this. Is this showing up live? No. What's going on here?
What do you use to flare, Gil?
I don't use anything to flare. I don't really do any of that stuff, but I use I have Hillmore one and what's the ones you put in the drill?
Spin or rector seal.
Yeah, the spin bits are the ones that I have.
Never mind. Somebody on YouTube's been talking about how they have like 4 of those kits to give away for the last 8 months.
Yeah, well, he's got a field piece mega ohm meter too. It's mine. Fat fuck kept it.
What's
that's not working either.
I've been interested in looking at that. I don't do enough of them, but you know that Navac, that flaring gun, that like battery powered thing. That thing looks cool. I know. What's that dude in Canada? The one that doesn't suck. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Can you see that?
No.
Huh? You can't see it yet?
See what?
Like me filming, moving the camera?
No. No.
Oh, because you're watching on YouTube.
What am I supposed to be watching on? That's all I got, man.
Oh, well, I thought you could watch the screen that you come in through the Zoom screen that you're up on.
It just doesn't say nothing. I can't get into it.
There it is. Now you see it.
There you are. It's me.
Yeah. I was trying to show you here. We can do it. It's supposed to be split screen. What the fuck? Never mind. Going back. God damn it. It's always a pain in the ass.
Triple screen?
Yeah, I have 3 screens. And I only really had 2 the Samsung curve monitors because when I first started doing this, I used a laptop. I had a laptop that I used as my middle screen, so I never really did much on the laptop, so I'd use both of the screens. And then when I bought the iMac, then it was like, man, these screens kind of take up the whole disc. But then I started using it and liked it.
Did you see that huge monster Samsung monitor where it's like 4 feet long or 3 feet or wide or whatever?
Yeah, when I had my laptop, before I bought these 2 27-inch monitors, I bought the big LG like long one. I don't know. I didn't like it. Maybe I didn't use it long enough. It was just weird. Maybe if I just used that and like didn't try to have my computer up, it would have been different, but it was just weird. Let's see. I know I'm trying to make you throw up, rookie. Let me know when it works.
What's a connect tax?
What's a what?
He says I have to pay a connect tax to be in Illinois.
I don't know. Eric, what's up, buddy? Chiefs are going down.
Did you already buy a house?
Me? Yeah, it's already well, we haven't closed on it yet. The people were military and the guys like something happened with his orders, so they had to hold off for a little bit, and at first they were going to take it off the market. And we were like, no. Like we're actually cool with the wait cuz we didn't want to be moving around the holidays. And we were like, no, don't take it off the market. We're still interested. We're willing to wait, and everything actually worked out. So hopefully sometime next month we can finally get a closing date so we can be done and I can get out of this house.
Nice.
Yeah, because the new house, the studio will be sweet where it's actually going to be a whole room. Because this house I'm in now is weird. I actually have 2 basements, and they don't connect. They're 2 separate things. Like it's
The house.
huh?
How old is it?
It's not old. This house was built in like 2006.
Why the hell would they have 2 basements?
Because let's just say I know the guy who built this house, and he shouldn't be building houses. So, I'll try to. Long story short, he started building this house, and he was going to sell it to one of my neighbors. Like my basement is above grade. Like my house is really, really tall. It almost looks like a beach house. When I pull in my driveway, I see a door, and then that's my basement door. And then you go up these long steps, and then it goes to my first floor, my top floor, and it goes back. I mean, this house is like probably almost 3,000 square feet. I mean, that's the only thing this house has going for it. I didn't plan on being here as long as I did. Just with my gang, it just kind of worked out that way. But the new house, counting the basement, it's almost like 4,700 square feet. So we got a really, really good deal on it.
Moving on up.
Yeah.
Side.
Yeah, try, man. It's got a huge backyard that's already privacy fence for my younger daughters can just run. I'll just get little zappers on them when they go too far. Bzz. But yeah, I can't wait to get in there. What? Don't forget murder.
What's that door right next to you?
This one? It's a closet.
Oh.
Yeah. It's my spa. I could have lied, but no, it's a closet.
That's where all your extra cameras.
Yeah. No, I just let me see.
Wow. I do want to try that better air thing, I'll tell you that.
There you go. This is the one that I've been filming with all the time. The videos that I have put up. But this is just a Sony a6300 with the monitor. And this little thing a friend of mine gave to me. I've only used it in one video that it's actually a video that's getting ready to come out. This is a teleprompter. Because sometimes I'm that like guy where I get lost in my words sometimes. So I write it up on this little thing and then,
Do you have a teleprompter?
yeah.
Oh.
And you put your phone in here and then you can just read it off of here. It has a remote. I wouldn't have bought this. He gave it to me. And it has a remote that I can stop and start it as I'm reading it. It's really, really neat. I would have never thought of this. I think this thing, if you buy it, only costs $100. But yeah, a friend of mine had it, and he was like, "Yeah, you can have it." It just you literally just slide it over your lens. Well, maybe I'll just leave it alone. But and then I have a Sony A6000 over there that's pointing down onto my table because now I'm gonna have some videos that I'm shooting down. Like I finally, like, a lot of people have asked me, even though I think they're kind of boring, like what's in my tool bag and shit like that. And I shot a video straight down looking at it. And hold on.
You got all the gadgets. I thought I was cool. Nope.
I just got this because it wasn't that expensive. I only got it for AHR.
What is it?
Wireless lav mics.
I can't see. I'm like lagging 25 seconds behind on YouTube.
Well,
Sorry.
you know when you come into Zoom that you can...
Dude, it's not. It won't let me do it. I don't know why.
You should be able to see the same screen that I see on the bottom where I see you.
I see nothing.
Well, now watch YouTube. You'll be able to see it. But, yeah, it's a wireless lav system. Thanks, Rookie. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I spent... I got a lot of money down here. And I'm not saying this like to toot my own horn, but there's probably at least $25,000 worth of shit down here, if not more. And I don't need anything else. I got more than I could ever need. I should probably sell half of it. It's time to use it. You know, that's my mind frame. It's time to put up or shut up kind of deal. But I only got this, these wireless lav mics for AHR. So I have a couple of companies that I set up some interviews with. That way when I interview somebody, I can just plug the receiver into my camera. It just sits on top of it. And then I wear one of the transmitters and they wear one. And then we talk and it goes in and makes it easier than me having to sit there with, you know, like I'm fucking Bob Barker. You know, what'd you say, buddy?
I would love to go to AHR with a Bob Barker mic, but it's got to look exactly like that.
Oh yeah, that little skinny lollipop one.
Excuse me, Brian Orr. I have a word with you, sir.
And as you're asking, before you're done answering the question, you just kind of shove it in their face. What was that? Huh? What'd you say? There you go. Like you gotta touch their nose with it.
And then at the end of the interview, you say, "Are you ready to spin the wheel?"
It's so funny. They have that when I was this weekend at Dave & Buster's with my kids. You guys have Dave & Buster's?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they have one of the wheel things. It's not real. It's like a little handle that it's supposed to, it feels like you're spinning it. And the one where it's like, I don't know, instead of being $10,000, it's 10,000 tickets, but it's like real small. 3 fucking times I landed, like if this is the little thing you got to land on, I was like right here. Oh, I forgot. You'll see it in 25 seconds.
I'm back in 25 seconds.
Yeah. I was so close to it 3 times, and I was like, this is bullshit. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Damn Dave & Buster's.
Yeah. Bastards. Don't worry. Next week, whoever comes on, I'll make sure I get it fixed out. Eric Garris says, you guys should do a podcast.
Do it. We'll start a set. We'll do Uncensored Part 2.
Yeah.
Second edition.
Yeah, Chris, but you have me beating subscribers. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter having a bunch of shit in the studio that collects dust. So, I love Dave and Buster's. But hey, Curious Bill, you want to come on next week if I promise to get you on video? And then you guys could think of questions to drill Bill with. It's called Drill Bill.
Drill Bill Week.
Yeah, the Drill Bill live stream next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I noticed that he always he uses the word curious quite a bit. Well, I'm a curious guy, and I was thinking to myself, that's kind of something he would say.
Yeah. Or what's the other one? It's you got to think about the big picture.
Big picture diagnosis.
Yeah.
Diagnoses.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, Dave and Buster's is a good time, man. Can't go there all the time. I mean, just me and my two sons. There Saturday night, I probably spent like $300, $300 something dollars.
Because the games go so fast. Can I have more money? More money? More money?
Well, yeah, and then they have these extra games that like you don't use your card, you pay extra for. And my oldest son's like, I want to do that. I'm like, yeah, of course you do, you fucking dick. Like, you got a card with all these points, and you can't play all these games. You got to pick those.
I remember when I was a kid, the video games, like the more expensive ones were like 50 cents or maybe $1 for something crazy. And now you go to like something insane, and I think you're paying several bucks for a video game,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just some of these video games are just wide picture diagnosis. That was Bill. Oh, man.
No Bosch heat pumps here.
Yeah, no thank you. I don't know, Jessica. Their food wasn't bad, but it's expensive. Me and my oldest son got like the slider buffalo wing combo. It's like $17 a pop. I'm like, what the hell? Like these little baby burgers and some wings for $17 a pop. But it is what it is. No, is Tersh still in here? I don't think Tersh is still in here.
Knows all about Bosch.
Yeah, let Tersh tell you why you should not sell Bosches. I like the rubber duck claw.
Actually called Bosches, or are they still only called Bosch?
Bosch.
Would you say, look at my shop full of Bosch? Look at my shop full of Bosches.
Oh, shit. No, you don't, Eric. You don't still have an 8-track in your truck.
Greenlev is about to lay down the wrench on Jessica Egan.
Don't worry. I'm gonna kick him out again. I'm gonna remove him. It's my own bot, and I'm removing him from the chat. It's a gaggle of Bosch. Did you see what Bill said?
I don't really know what is wrong with them, to be honest with you. Ralph was actually talking about them the other night, right? No, not Ralph. Who were we talking to? Somebody was talking about him. Tersh. We're talking about Tersh. I don't know.
Rick, HVAC Survival. Was he the one talking about it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's I know they have a hard time removing humidity. They've been a nightmare. I know a guy around here that like went on his own and was selling. He's a damn good mechanic too, and pretty much put all of his eggs. What the fuck? I thought I put user in timeout. There we go. And he almost had to close his door because it was bad having to go back and take these systems out and put something else in. And it was rough, like real rough.
I was tempted to try them out. I'll be honest with you.
So was I, but then I start thinking about the logic of it, and I'm just like, how can you have a unit that doesn't know what it's connected to? It doesn't know anything else, but is supposed to achieve all these. What's that?
Supposed to modulate. How is it modulating? Not knowing what it's connected to, and not knowing what I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't know airflow. It doesn't know the size of the coil that it's pumping refrigerant to. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. I think it sounded good at first because it was different and it was affordable, and everybody was like, man, like this is cool, man. Like, we can get this kind of technology for a fraction of the cost. But then we found out you can't. you can't get this kind of technology at a fraction of the cost.
Buy cheap, give cheap.
Yep. It's pretty much what it comes down to. That's the kind, it's like an oxymoron. It's kind of like a Nordine inverter. That's
Nordine would never make an inverter.
They do make one. I remember going to a call and some guy wanted me to work on it, and I was like, I don't even want to touch this.
Walk up to it and say, "You need a new one?"
Yeah. Like, this thing's like a giant turd. But all right, guys, we've been like an hour. I'm not going to go too long. Especially the fact that we can't see Adam. But I thank you guys for coming out, man. We will be here next Tuesday. If you guys during the week, man, let me put it up here. Where is it? There it is. You guys can text message 443-422-1000. You can do different text during the week, like, hey, I'd love to talk about this next Tuesday, or hey, I love to hear a podcast about this, or I love to do that. Or you can just text me pictures of what you're doing, or some of you, I don't know if I want you to text me pictures, but you know what I mean. Just interact with me. Let me know if you guys have questions you want to hear, different things like that. Just communication that you guys can text me. And you guys, you can also know you can always email hvacuncensored@gmail.com. And I'm going to start trying to make these more theme-based, this being the first one. And I got home late and was ill-prepared because I really, really pisses me off that...
Also, hey, you forgot one thing while you're talking about getting home late. You could get in touch with Gil on Discord.
Yes.
I wonder if Chris is still in here.
He is.
If somebody's got a link, they can post it. I don't have it.
Yeah, Chris did. I talked about it earlier.
Right.
So.
We're all in there.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all you guys, man. You know that. Do me a favor as videos start coming onto the channel. Check them out. Give them a like. If you haven't already done so tonight, go ahead and like this. Obviously, the more likes, it's going to help the algorithm. Yeah, but as videos start coming out, start checking them out, man. Give me feedback. Let me know how they are. I will have a video. My first video will be up this week. I'm just trying to find out what day I want it to be on there because I want to try to be consistent and have at least one video a week. Sometimes more, but at minimum, at least one per week. So we'll see how it goes. What else did I want to cover? Podcast will be back out next Monday. So Monday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Podcast will be back on, rocking and rolling. Trying to think, make sure I'm not missing anything else. Yep, that's about it. So, all right, guys, you guys have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Do what you got to do. Kick ass. I appreciate you.
Big names.
Yep. And I'll see you mofos next week, all right? Peace.